Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's VAU Mic Check. Look at me. I call myself a voice actor. I can't even talk. Then again, don't I say that every week? Anyways, today we got a really good script going. Don't forget, though, next week we'll be having our special guest, Everett Oliver, on. He's going to be speaking with us about animation and all things dealing with that. So make sure you're there. I don't know if this is going to be exclusive. We need to nail that down a little bit more, but definitely be there if you can. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic mic check. Everett Oliver is a great, great coach. He's an awesome guy, too. It's going to be a lot of fun. But today, we're looking at another one of our usual scripts. So the way the format's going to work out today, everybody's going to have a chance to read. Then we're going to discuss it all together. While everybody's reading, I'd like for you all to take a few notes as to things that you notice, things that you things that pop out to you, maybe that are delivered weird or that you feel might need to change or whatever the case may be. Just go ahead and take down some notes, and we'll bring all that up in the discussion. After the discussion, we'll get back into our usual directed sessions, I guess you could say, and hopefully we'll have enough time to get everybody in, because I know some people are under a time constraint. So we were going to start with Frank, right?
If you say so.
Since you're under the biggest time constraint, why don't you go ahead and read for us first?
Okay, we will do that. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what would rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right, who's going next?
Oh, you do it, Michael.
Okay. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. So don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table. All right, Sherry.
Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table. And Leonard, please.
Okay. Let's put it all on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what'll rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table. And Alan.
Okay. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food, but with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99. But they're only here for the summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
Oh, you get to choose who goes next.
Is it song or
You're muted.
Sorry, who is left?
song or VAU mic check?
Or Nathan.
VAU mic check.
All right, Nathan, you're up.
Go, Nathan.
I did not rename myself, did I?
We know who you are.
I'm
Yeah,
that,
your VAU mic check.
I'm that
And
guy.
we
in
know
that thing.
where you live.
He's just this guy, you know. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed toppings, hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table. Philip,
All right.
you're left.
Last but certainly not least.
Okay. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food, but with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right, that's everybody, right?
That is everyone.
Yep.
That is everyone. Okay, then. So we're opening it up for discussion now. What did people notice? What did you all notice about this script? What were some things that stood out to you? Maybe that were delivered weird, or things that maybe happened, with the different deliveries. What did you all notice?
We need to have an agreed upon pronunciation of the word pecan.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm the only one who says pecan.
Well, Philip's the only one who says it weirdly.
No. All right.
Well, but depending, but I
know,
think
it's a
pecan and
regional
then there's pecan and then there's pecan, but
Yeah.
so that's kind of like a regionalism
It
kind
is.
of thing.
Very
so,
much so.
So we'd have to figure out what they want.
So basically what we're saying is Philip lives in a weird region.
I'm in Washington, D.C.
Yeah, you live in a
Like
weird
we
region.
said,
we
it's a
go.
There you
weird
go.
region, Philip.
Hello. Okay.
Wow, you just set that one up way too easily.
I'm sorry, that was a little easy. Anyway, back on subject.
Okay.
Back on subject.
So,
Okay.
another thing with the phrase "food of the gods," I'm not sure about the interpretation of "food of the gods." I mean,
Yeah, it
unless
was a
they're
little
putting
punchy
a verb
there.
on it. So I think it's like "food of the gods." Like
Hmm.
that's a little of the humor in the script,
Okay.
along with let them eat cake.
Hmm.
It's good to hear the quote marks, but don't need to go overboard with them.
Well,
Unless
sometimes
that's
you
what the
do.
writer wants. I mean, it's hard to.
Sure.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed is a lot of people adding in and taking out words.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, we need to practice our sight reading.
Yeah.
So don't miss our summer breeze salads.
Don't miss our summer breeze salads. I don't know why I messed that one up really badly.
You kept wanting to throw "so" in before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
yeah,
kept saying
yeah.
so.
Oh, yeah. And then there was someone who said, let's put it all on the table.
Yeah, the
Actually,
very beginning. That was Leonard. Yep. And Frank, you skipped start. They start at just $8.99.
Oh, okay.
Just.
What did I say? I
They
didn't
start at
say
$8.99.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Yes.
So just some things to notice.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anybody else notice anything in particular about the script?
I think we were. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it felt like, part of it comes naturally, but it felt like everybody was putting just big pauses. I guess that's my thing, between every separate line. And sometimes it's appropriate, and sometimes it's called for, and sometimes maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, though. That all depends on what the script was written for. And with this particular setup, it's funny. You can tell where this script is going to play based on how the script looks, and this is most certainly a TV script.
Mm-hmm.
With the way that it's all laid out, this is absolutely, most certainly a TV script. And those pauses aren't necessarily a bad thing because it allows whoever's doing the editing to lengthen or shorten the time in between that they need for each individual scene. Because they may cut it up a little bit, they may shorten up those pauses in order to make it sound more natural, but those pauses are generally called for in a television script. So that's, if I may, our first establishment that this is a TV script.
Okay.
So we want to imagine the pictures of the plump strawberries
Exactly.
and the candy pecans.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you're behind everything that's going on. So like, at the beginning, you could see somebody pull out one of those flimsy, super thin, like paper plates and toss a bunch of like the most boring green lettuce on top and drop it in front of a rabbit, and then I don't know, you maybe have like this magic swirl when it goes to food of the gods to become some really amazing looking salad. I don't know. But there's definitely a series of events that you're following along through this whole thing. So got to make sure that you pay attention to what kind of script it is, because it'll change the way that you do the delivery. On top of that, just a little technical note, since it is a television script, you're behind whatever's going on the screen. You're underneath all of it. So you're trying to play to what's happening up above you, basically, which means this generally requires a slightly quieter read, a little bit of, as Nathan keeps bringing up, active hush will help you out here in this read. So that's definitely something to keep in mind.
May I add one more little technical thing?
Absolutely.
I heard several people hit all in the last line in the tagline very hard, putting it all on the table.
Well, that line there is calling back to something.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sort of a nudge to something else. So you're right. Putting it all on the table is not necessarily the right inflection. Where do you think that the actual inflection should go?
Putting it all on the table. Putting it all on the table. I just, I can hear myself, and it feels right to me to go up on all, but I heard some people going, all, and then a big pause on the table.
The big all was deliberate, but not necessarily a pause after, at least in my case.
Okay. Well, why would you be emphasizing all?
Well, partly because right at the first line we have, let's put it on the table without the all, and the all goes back to that and re-emphasizes it and saying, well, throws more emphasis on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like punching the pronoun, whatever you want to call it again. That's part of the radio thing there when you're hitting the all like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So let's put it on the table. It's like, look, let's just speak the truth here, is what that opening line is. And then the tagline, putting it all on the table, I think refers to your delicious food.
Okay.
So Perkins wants to put this delicious summer breeze salad in front of you on the table.
Okay. So I don't necessarily think that it's maybe it's not necessarily wrong that the emphasis goes on the all. I'm just asking why, you would decide to put it there. But
It was, to me, it was like emphasis is good, but not overemphasis.
hmm
Mhm.
And I
So
think
I
I think
heard that
you're
it was being punched too hard.
yeah, you're absolutely right. Putting it all on the table was punching it a little too hard.
Okay.
Putting it all on the table.
Yeah, I
So
can hear
calling
that
back
up,
to where
that
you
up
started.
inflection, and that's
That's all you
a
need.
nice wrap and finality to your script. So that's good.
So try to de-emphasize a little bit of that all. You don't want to hit it too hard, or else you'll go right into sales. Putting it all on the table.
Ugh.
Exactly.
And
It
and
starts
make
getting
it
unintentionally syrupy. You really don't want to do that.
and make it delicious because it's food. It's food. It's
Yeah.
mixed toppings. There's plump strawberries and pecans candied right in our kitchen.
Well, let's go back. Let's go to that point. So right there, you're emphasizing these things as food of the gods. We just put that out there right at the beginning, just before that. Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods. Like we're turning the tables on the whole thing. This is from, I worked with somebody way back when who said salads are what food eats. So we're trying to change the perception.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We're trying to change the perception from that to this is what you want to have,
Mm-hmm.
So
Because
salads-
it's freshest in season greens, not
exactly.
lettuce.
Yeah, hardly deserved by mere mortals. That I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that has to have sort of a little condescending tone to it, just to play a little bit more to the joke. I don't know. What do you all think?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would go
Divinely
well,
mixed
yes.
with toppings, hardly deserved by mere mortals. Come on. None of
Yeah.
you really deserve this stuff, but we're giving it to you, so you better enjoy it. Like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. So I think it's okay to go ahead and slow down a little bit on there. Put a little attitude on it, but don't get over syrupy with the sales. Like this is a joke. You can buy strawberries for what? Like, I don't know, $5 a pound somewhere. Depending on which corner store you'd buy it from, it could be like $3 for like a dozen. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can pick those up anywhere. Pecans, whatever. You're trying to establish these foods that generally do taste good, but aren't as amazing as they're putting it, as something more amazing than they are.
So when you're avoiding the truck stop and eating at Perkins when you get off the interstate,
All righty.
All right. So we've kind of started moving a little farther than I've wanted to. What I was going to ask is, all right, let me calm down a bit. Just came out of a session not long ago and I had a long drive ahead of me. So, all right, who is this for?
This is for somebody who knows they should be eating salad, but they don't like salad.
Yeah, this
Because
is for
it's
the person who
boring.
always orders the double
Boring.
bacon cheeseburger.
yeah.
Okay. Anybody
Nacho.
agree, disagree?
Well, there is a trend of people moving away from the burgers and trying to eat healthy, especially in the truck stops. So maybe it's like hitting at the conscience.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
I think it does. I think it hits at the conscience, but it's like, I'll do this because it's good for me, but I know it's going
Well,
to taste
But that's
terrible.
what they don't want.
Even-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
even-
This
even
is
that-
like,
even-
this is delicious. Yay.
Yeah. Even in that first line, because people, who want to go to, like, I'm not going to spend the rest of my life eating rabbit food.
Exactly.
I'm tired
and
of
that's-
dieting.
And that's right off the hop there. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food because that's the people who don't necessarily eat hungry. That's what they call salads all the time. I eat no rabbit food.
Okay. So this is sort of like a conscience check for people who who want to try to eat healthy, but who want to try to eat healthy, but who haven't quite taken that leap yet. Right?
Yes.
Because it's
Okay.
awful.
Alrighty then. So now that we know who this is for, what is the kind of tone that we need to take? What is our character in this? What are some feelings that you would that come up in your mind that would play to somebody who wants to try to eat better but hates the idea of eating salads for the rest of their life?
I would think it'd be something like, come on, Sparky, give it a try. What do you got to lose?
Okay, but
Mhm.
how would you like? Let's try to get more on like single or double word descriptions of the actual feelings themselves that you want to try to communicate.
I think empathetic. Like,
Empathetic.
yeah, I totally get that you think this is just rabbit food.
Okay,
Like,
I could see
it's
where
really
that could
not.
start. Yeah, empathetic is a good one to note.
I'll
And
go with tongue-in-cheek sincerity.
tongue-in-cheek sincerity. Okay, okay. So then maybe a little bit of snark. You think snarky is a good way to put that?
I'm always
Well-
good for snark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go too far with it, then I'm just wondering if it corrupts the message because they want you to buy the salad.
Yeah, I think that's why I would say just a touch of snark, not like actually put snarky up there, but a touch.
Like,
of, a
seriously,
little bit of,
salads are good, man. Have you not tried them?
yeah, but you see, in that tone that you just gave, there was a little bit of snark there.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean? Do you see where I'm coming from with that, though? Like, there's a little bit of an attitude that goes with that I think helps punctuate the message. It's like, come on, yeah, salads are great. What are you trying to avoid them for?
I hear you. Okay.
See what I
because
mean? Like,
again,
there's a little bit of
hearkening to
something
that
in there.
first, yeah, because hearkening to that first line, like, again with the snark, I mean, let's put it on the table, okay? Salads are rabbit food. We know that. We get that. But we're going to change your mind here. Just give us a minute, buddy.
Yeah, so
Salads are
it's-
better than cake.
It starts off a little bit snarky because of the message.
But then the music changes after the food of the gods.
Hmm. But still, divinely mixed toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals is kind of it has a little bit of an attitude to it, has a little bit of a snark to that line. Because I mean, come on, everybody who's going to be eating these are mere mortals.
Yes. You beneath our ivory tower do not deserve these plump strawberries.
You don't deserve it, but we'll
Not
give it to you
me. I
anyway.
will be a goddess because I'm getting the summer breeze salad.
Aha!
See?
There you go.
That's the selling point right there.
Okay, so
Oh.
at what point does this become a little bit more serious, if it does?
I think
Don't miss.
when the food is described.
Okay. Any other places? Maybe.
And then don't miss it. They start at
Yeah.
just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. You don't want to goof around and eat cheeseburgers because they'll be off the menu before you know it.
So there's this small section right here after hardly deserved by mere mortals, starting from when you describe the food all the way down to but they're only here for summer, is sort of a more serious delivery, right? Divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. That sound okay? Like, was that what you were thinking when you're thinking that section sort of gets more of the serious tone to it?
Mhm.
Well, I still want to hear a little bit of drooling when you start talking about the strawberries and pecans.
Yes, they're plump strawberries and pecans,
Okay. Okay.
candied right here in our kitchen.
Okay. Well, what next? Moving down. Now that we sort of have, a little bit more of the idea of the feelings we want to communicate and whatnot, let's move below this, down to the what will rabbits eat all the way to the end.
Well, rabbits eat, you're having fun. That's a fun line.
Yeah,
Let
I
them
think
eat cake. Let
yeah, I
them
think
eat.
it goes back to the. Well, the funny thing is "Let them eat cake" is actually a famous old quote. It was from the French Revolution. I don't know all the details around it.
Marie
But-
Antoinette said it.
Marie Antoinette.
Marie Antoinette.
So I think
I
you need
guess
to give
that's
it a
an
little bit
urban
more-
legend or myth itself, but
It is.
okay.
Yeah, and I don't think that line should be sort of breezed over like it was in a couple places. Let them eat cake, whatever. When I see that line, I don't know. I imagine it delivered a little bit more regal, but that's just me. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table. It's sort of like the second stop before the actual stop. I don't know. That's my interpretation of it. What do you guys think?
So
I
a little
believe-
bit of a Tale of Two Cities kind of attitude at that
Sort of.
last line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you hit let them eat cake, you get right back in that little touch of snark. Let them eat cake.
Let them eat cake.
Yeah, there you go. I imagine it delivered more like Sherry just did.
Yeah, she had it right there.
So it sort of starts high and then ends low. Let them eat cake.
Forget the rabbits. Who cares?
That's right.
Who cares about no rabbits?
Let's eat the rabbits.
Again, salad's what food eats. Anyway, so
I like rabbit.
I've never had rabbit. I do want to try it.
Oh, it's delicious.
One thing though that I want to that I want to go back to is the "and that's no myth" line, because I think that's something that was sort of breezed over again. Maybe incorrectly, maybe not. I don't know. This is my interpretation. Please disagree with me if you want to. If you agree, let me know why. But "that's no myth" calls back to food of the gods. That's sort of another, play on what was happening. So there is some sincerity to that, but you're also playing back to a previous joke. So you need to make sure that you've got that in mind when reading that line.
I hit the "that's pretty hard." Should I?
I don't think that's the most important part of that line. And that's no myth. And that's no myth. Food of the gods, that's no myth. Generally, gods and tales of gods are relegated to myths, to stories, to fiction. But we're talking about something serious here. This is real.
No fooling.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's no myth. No fooling. It's the same kind of feeling. Because if you hit that, then you're going salesy. And that's no myth. Versus, and that's no myth. Anybody see that? Anybody disagree?
No, I hear you.
Okay. So we've got this all marked up. Last but not least, we also have to agree on that P word right over there.
Pecans.
Yeah.
Well, it's 6 against 7, so.
Generally, if it's going to be a national spot, it would be pecans.
Pecans.
Yes. So a long A sound.
Pecans.
In spite of my southern upbringing, I can still say pecans without any issue.
And Philip, just so you know, when we say that, we're not pecaning on you.
Okay.
Or pecaning.
Yeah, we're not pecaning you.
If you know the client is going to be a local client, and I would suggest going with the local regionalisms. But if you are not sure, treat it like a national client. Treat it like a national project.
Okay. So pecans.
Yes, pecans.
Yeah.
Pecans.
Pecan.
You can add a W in there after the A. Pecans.
Pecans.
Pecan.
Oui.
All right. So we've all agreed on the general tone, who this is for, and a little bit of the details. Does everybody feel confident now, if we start going back through it, that we can get the right reads?
Yeah.
All right. So now that it's all agreed upon, Frank, take us away.
Alrighty. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods. Made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchens. And that's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right, opening it up. What did you all think of that read?
I thought it was quite a bit better.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any particular things that you changed from last time that stuck out to you?
It was mostly just the overall tone and delivery more than any specific.
Okay.
I think you're coming across as very announcery, Frank.
Yeah.
I would like
Yeah.
to hear you relax more.
Okay.
That's-
I would like to hear you relax more and enjoy the plump strawberries and candied pecans.
Okay.
Can
Even
you-
the freshest. The freshest in-season greens would be yummy.
All right. Let's give it a shot.
What I do like is how you are I really like how you're doing the tagline though. Perkins, putting it all on the table. I like that.
Yay! I got one line right out of how many?
It was the last one, so good.
There's a little
No,
bit
we,
of.
only, we only bring up the bad lines.
No, Frank's got hockey on his mind, so he was
That's
just
right.
going that.
That's
is
right.
That's
one
what
of
it
running
is. You're
low on
calling the
time.
salad like a hockey game. That's the
Holy snapping eyeballs! Did you see that save?
All right.
Actually, I a couple of games back, one of the announcers actually used that. He said, "Holy snapping eyeballs!" It made
wow.
made me laugh. Anyways, here we go. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food, but with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will the rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
I can see where it's coming from now. The more that I hear it, you're ending off on high notes, on up notes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what's causing that feel.
That they're only
Let's
here
put it
for
on the table.
summer.
Salads are being or have been relegated to rabbit food.
and it
Right
was
there in our kitchen.
there was
Yeah,
a Z
so-
added in there with what will instead of what will rabbits eat. It was what will the rabbits eat.
Oh,
Specific-
okay. Threw an extra word in there. Okay, well, I'll try them on downbeats then. No problem.
Maybe
We'll alternate back and forth.
maybe pick it up at let them eat cake and read all the way to the end and then start again at the beginning. Because you're getting the right tone toward the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt it was a little over the top with the hardly deserved by mere mortals and the that's no myth.
All right. Well, let's have him go through it again. See if he repeats it.
All right, here we go. Let's put it on the table. Rabbits have been relegated to rabbit food, but with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will the rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table. And yes, I said the rabbits again. I'm sorry.
Well, no, you said rabbits have been relegated to rabbit food.
Cannibal rabbits.
Oh, rabbits have been relegated to rabbits.
Yeah. So try-
Cannibal rabbits.
So Frank, try again. Try starting to kind of ramp you up into a more natural style. Try again starting at Perkins, putting it all on the table, and then go right back up to the beginning again.
All right, let's try that.
Okay.
Perkins, putting it all on the table. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food, but with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat? And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
Much, much better. Yeah.
Yes.
It did start off much more natural.
Yeah?
Excuse me, much more naturally. Yes. Mhm.
Thank you, Sherry, for the tip.
Well, we know you're running real short on time here.
Yes,
So-
I'm going to take off now. So have yourselves a wonderful evening.
What do we say? Go Jets?
Go
Is that
Jets,
what we're
go!
waiting for?
Go Jets,
Okay,
go!
go Jets,
Go Jets, go! Go Jets,
That's those
go!
Las Vegas guys. See you guys.
Have
Bye-bye.
fun.
Right.
Thanks for everything.
All right. Well, guess that means I'm up on the chopping block. Sorry.
Wow, I need one of those in my studio.
It's so easy. I love it.
He's gone from food of the gods to God of war.
All right. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
Very smooth, very good. Just one teensy adjustment.
Okay.
In the beginning, where you say salads have been relegated to rabbit food, you kind of flew through it so that there's not enough contrast
Okay.
between the rabbit food and then how wonderful the summer breeze salads are.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that too. The rabbit food, I mean, you said that kind of matter of fact. It should be more, I don't know, maybe a sad or pathetic or something.
Okay. All right, I'll contrast that a bit more. Anything else? No? Okay. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
I liked the
Yeah.
contrast that I heard this time.
Okay.
I think that was your money read.
All right. Did anybody notice anything that maybe stood out to them? Anything that might need some changing? Anything?
I'm just curious. Can you give us 3 different let them eat cakes?
3 different let them eat cakes? Okay. Let them eat cake. Let them eat cake. Let them eat cake.
Those are all 3 really good. All 3 of those fit. But they were all 3 very distinctly different. It's because you're a pro.
There we go.
I'm also kind of warmed up again. The studio
Sure.
session earlier, so
That's great.
that helped out a bit. But anyway,
It helps to come from a session.
helps to have some practice beforehand. Yeah. All right. So if that's that, then why don't we go ahead and move on? So, Sherry.
Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right. What did everybody think? Opening it up.
No,
Come on, don't be shy.
If I have one critique, I'd like to see just a hint more condescension into mere mortals.
Okay. So I'll start at the top.
Go for it.
Is that fine? Okay.
Yep. One more take.
Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer brie salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods. Made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer brie salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
Nicely
Yeah, that was
done.
great.
Was that
great.
condescending?
Yes.
Yes.
Feel me looking down at all of you?
My
It was
only
good for
issue is you did blast through Let Them Eat Cake a little too fast for my taste.
Okay.
But
Let Them Eat
overall,
Cake.
I thought it was.
Okay.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can give
I
us
mean-
3 of that too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, go ahead. Give us.
Let
three.
them eat. Okay. Let them eat cake. Let them eat cake. Let them eat cake.
Do it from like on high. You know, give it a holier than thou sort of feel.
Let them eat cake. Let them eat cake. Let them eat cake.
I like number 2.
All right. Yeah, we'd probably cut one of those out, splice it in,
Yep.
call it a day.
Okay.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you. All right, Leonard.
Okay. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what'll rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right. Opening it up. What did everybody think?
Not bad. A little fast. A
Mhm.
little rushed.
So I have a comment and a question.
Okay.
So my comment would be, I would add just a touch of a pause after Summer Breeze salads. I think you went right into Perkins a little quick. And then a question for the group. Should it be let them eat cake or let them eat cake?
Let them eat cake.
Okay.
Yep.
So that one was let them eat cake.
Yeah. hmm
Okay.
Mhm.
And
And
if
I
you're
also
coming from
hear-
on high,
Sure.
so, you know, the King's English.
Let them eat cake.
Yeah, he went into the mafioso type. Let him eat cake.
Well, I think for your first read, you always want to go with enunciating what is in the script.
Mhm.
And then if they tell you to make it more casual or sometimes they say slop it up, then that's when you could break in with let 'em eat cake.
Yeah.
And I also noticed that you say what'll rabbits eat instead of what will rabbits eat.
Okay.
And that can be tricky, and sometimes you have to practice that, your enunciation, but then you can't sound like, and what will rabbits eat? You still have to make it smooth. And what will rabbits eat? So, and something that helps me with that, again, my dear friend, Rodney Salisbury has a book of tongue twisters and warm-ups.
I have it.
Yeah, so use those tongue twisters and really exaggerate, even just for a few minutes. And you can also use the pencil in the back of the mouth, pencil or pen. What will rabbit eat? And do that. But take it out before you actually record, right?
Yeah, I would probably go over better.
I don't know. Maybe they're looking for one that
Maybe they want one with the pen in your
buy a
mouth.
pencil and do it that way.
Take 2.
Yeah.
Take 2. Go for it.
Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
Okay. Once again, I think you're a little too quick at the beginning.
Okay?
Because what you're kind of setting up here is, I want to have a serious heart-to-heart with you about something that's totally not serious. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. So there needs to be a little bit more, I feel, and of course somebody else feel free to disagree with me if you'd like, but I feel that needs to be have a little bit more of a pause.
You want a little beat there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And with that, from mere mortals to like plump strawberries, that little hyphen there, also lengthen out the beat that you gave it there. There was a little one, but you might want to lengthen that one out just a hair more.
Okay, so more of a pause between the mortals and the like plump strawberries?
Yeah, because you want that sort of, hardly deserved by mere mortals. You want that to sink in a little bit. It's like, what could be so good that I don't deserve it?
Okay.
And then you hit only a little too hard.
Okay, where is that one?
But they're only here for summer.
Okay.
It's like, but they're only here for summer. But they're only here for summer. I mean, definitely you're emphasizing the urgency of it, but if you hit the only too hard, then it goes into salesy mode.
Okay.
So, and I think you just needed to smooth it out a little bit.
Okay. One more try?
Go ahead, give us another read.
Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99. But they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right, opening it up. What did you all think of that, Reed?
I think it's your best one so far. We could still, you still need a little work on your pauses, but that was definitely your smoothest and your best yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And you really smoothed out that, but they're only here for summer line. And not only did you smooth it out, you had the right inflection and the right emotion. And so you delivered that line very well.
Okay, thank you. I'll take that.
And then I'm watching you. It's like you're bending.
I'm holding on to this. I'm holding the script in my hand, which is not ideal, but I'm still a work in progress here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I have the script on top of a binder, and I'm holding that here.
There's a little note for that one, and Michael knows where I'm going with this, is holding the script up.
At your eye level. You want it, you don't want to bring your eyes down. You want it in front of your face. And something that may help you, a very cheap thing that I did before I put a second monitor in my booth, is I just had a nail and I had a clipboard. And I hung the clipboard on the nail, and then I could just clip my script to it. And it was right there at eye level for me.
Yeah, I have several things I want to tinker with my booth. And one of them is have better lighting. It looks much better in this picture than what it actually is for me. But anyway.
Yeah, so because that's really important. Your posture is important, because I think that affects the awkwardness and discomfort of that leaning affects your performance.
Yeah, and if you're keeping that script at eye level, you're less likely to, how is it put, smudge when you're, as you're coming to the bottom of your copy.
Okay.
And Michael knows what I'm talking about.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
don't know what smudging is. What is that?
Well, basically, it's just kind of like you start losing energy on those last rows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I think ideally, if you can have the script in front of you and not hold it, then you can use your hands for expression. Then you don't have to worry about wrinkly paper sounds.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
it's all a work in progress.
Sure.
But all in all, that was a very, very solid, very good read.
Hmm.
Thank you.
I would agree.
Yes.
Good job.
Next. Alan.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
We can.
All right. So that question worked because no response. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food, but with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plum strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99. But they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right, opening it up. What did everybody think?
Are you muted, Sherry?
Sherry's
Oops,
muted.
sorry. I really could you guess what I was saying? No, I really enjoy watching your facial expressions as you're performing the script. I can see, your eyebrows go up and you're smiling. Yeah, it's really, really good.
I think
And-
your very first "they're only here for summer" sounded just right. I know you corrected on that one, but it sounded okay the first time around.
Yeah, if you want a place to put a direct emphasis in that line, it's definitely on summer.
So the reason I redid that line, and maybe I shouldn't have, is I said for summer instead of for summer.
Honestly, I didn't even notice it.
I didn't notice that either.
Mhm.
Okay, well that's good feedback. So maybe I should just let things like that go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I would say go ahead and just go for it because the worst that'll do is make you sound more casual, which is always a good thing. Obviously, don't go too crazy with it. You don't want to start throwing in contractions where there are no contractions, but or anything like that. But I'll be honest, I didn't notice that at all. Some things that I did notice were places where you sort of lost steam when you were talking, such as summer breeze salads, food of the gods. You sort of like dropped off with those. Summer breeze salads, I would say you need to give that a little bit of a billboard moment.
Okay.
With our summer breeze salads, because that's the product.
Yeah.
You're not a salesman, but you're a salesman. That's the product.
Yeah.
But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods. Give it a little bit of awe, a little bit of reverence almost. But other than that, I think everything else was pretty fantastic. I think you just need to worry about where you start losing steam, where everything sort of starts ending off, not just on a down note, but on like almost breathlessness. Did anybody else notice that? Am I the only one? Am I the only psycho who's hearing that? Or?
No, I heard that too, and I think that maybe like when you hit the line for, but they're only here for summer. Maybe that's why you weren't delivering that as you wanted to. You weren't hearing that in your head as you wanted to hear it. Now I did pick up an enunciation issue in Food of the Gods. I heard it as Food of the Gods.
Okay.
If your audio clipped a little, but to me it sounded like Food of the Gods. Food of the Gods instead of Food of the Gods. Food of the Gods. And Just a little tip for when you do flub something and you want to go back and pick it up. You want to actually rewind a little bit before the line that you want to deliver again. So instead, like you were redoing the, but they're only here for summer, you want to back it up a little, start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. That way, when you're editing or whoever has to edit goes back to do that, it's going to flow more naturally. Otherwise, you're going to sound really choppy and your pickup isn't going to fit very well.
Right. That's a really good tip. And I just wanted to comment or respond to the comment that you made about my facial reactions. Now, I did a webinar with another group, and I was told to go back and listen because my voice wasn't coming through with the emotions that was on my face, and that was something I was going to work on. So I don't know if you're hearing what you're seeing, then that's actually an improvement for me.
Well, why don't you go ahead and give us another read? Just remember, be careful of Food of the Gods. Give that a little bit more reference, and Billboard's Summer Breeze Salads, just a touch. And by Billboard, I mean, don't necessarily like punch it out of the stratosphere, but slow down a little bit with it. Make sure that it's people hear it, but with Summer Breeze Salads, just,
All right, I'll give it one more go.
Please do.
All right. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food, but with our new Summer Breeze Salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze Salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're here. But they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
Right.
How did that feel for you?
I think it felt pretty good, except for the flubs.
Okay. What did everybody else think of his reads?
Yeah, I thought that was a much better performance. You were even more expressive. It was really fun.
Okay.
And you captured the humor better in this read.
Mm. You had a little more condescension on the cake eating, which I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing I did notice is that at the beginning, when you have the high inflections, you go up like almost an octave. Like it goes up really high. Like, let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to, and that's exaggerating, of course, but.
So do you think I should try to tone that down a little?
I'll defer to the others on that.
That could be that could be a personal taste thing. I didn't hear that particular thing, but
well, I mean, you think of it kind of brings to mind the guy from Princess Bride, and actually, yeah, it actually kind of really fits with this sort of a read, So I mean, really, honestly, based off of that, they'd probably like, you know what? We can't afford him. We can afford Alan. Let's hire Alan because he sounds so much like him. So it kind of works in your favor, and things like this.
All right.
yeah, so I would call that a style choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And there'll be a lot of times, as noted, I'm brand new to all this. There'll be a lot of things that are style choices like that, and I don't necessarily know that. And I really appreciate getting the feedback from you guys saying, "Oh, this is totally okay," and I should know that.
Yeah, and this is a note for anybody who is new to voiceover, new to the mic check. It's totally okay to throw out whatever opinions that you've got because, you might be right onto something. You might help somebody see something that they never saw before, or it could be a good opportunity to change your mind on something you might have had buried in there way back when.
Yeah.
So feel free to bring up whatever you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I mean, I have to say, for me, this is really helpful.
Good.
Good. We're really glad.
Right.
Good. And then with something like that, where some people say it's a style choice, and where some say it's more subjective, then you get ideas of things to keep in your toolbox when they say, "Okay, give me something different."
Yeah, that's all stuff you can use and you can learn from. So keep that in your back pocket. You got a style choice going on there, and you could use that in the future.
Fair enough. Thank you.
No,
That's how
great
you end up
read.
being
Good
7
job.
characters in animation.
Once again, great read. You did a good job taking the directions, and it came out great. So, who was up next? That would be the VAU mic check.
Yeah. I'm that guy. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods. Made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals. Like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right, let's get some feedback going. What did everybody think of that read?
I really enjoyed it. Now, the parts where you're being really, really funny, you took it to 11, and I think you have to dial it back to 10.
Okay.
Okay? So the mere mortals and what will rabbits eat? Let them eat cake. Dial this back just a little bit.
Yeah, I had one comment, and that was on Let Them Eat Cake. I don't know. It just felt like it came like a little bit of a punch rather than as a regal kind of thing, and maybe that could just be adjusted slightly.
Okay.
I actually have to say I was kind of enamored with the way that you deliver the "Let Them Eat Cake." I'm definitely of the opposite opinion here. I really liked that, but something you could try, some sort of middle ground here. Do a normal, like a conversational caricature of that particular tone. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
it's like if you were just talking with somebody else and you were making fun of somebody, you know. You wouldn't go fully. Well, I don't know. You're Nathan. You probably would.
He probably would go full. That's the thing, because you hit it so hard, and you, of course you're such a character anyway. But it kind of stuck out and distracted, I think, from the rest of the piece.
Okay.
So I agree with Michael. I like how you did it. I just think it just needs to be toned down just a little bit.
There were a couple of points there right at the beginning too. I think you steamrolled through a couple places where there could have been pauses. Like, let's put it on the table. Salad's been, and put in more of a pause between the table and the salads. And likewise, our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes, like, a little more pause there after the summer breeze salads.
Oh, I did like how you did food of the gods. You exaggerated that, but it really worked how you did it. So it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost literally picture the sound guy going, okay, we're just going to add in just a little
reverb.
Reverb.
Food of the
That's
gods.
perfect.
Yeah, it makes me think of that spot that Dan does on VoiceOver Body Shop where he does mythology and then they throw in reverb all over the thing.
Another thing that I noticed actually is I thought you were a little bit slow at the beginning. Again, I may be the only one hearing this, but it did feel slightly on the slower side. I'd love to hear you pick up the pace just a little bit. Keep the pauses where they need to be. Like, let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. You know, summer breeze salads, pause or beat. Perkins reestablishes. You know, obviously, put everything where it needs to go. But I would like to hear a little bit more of a pickup of the pace.
Okay. Okay, let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. That's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
That was another thing that I noticed from your previous read that I forgot about. You're hitting just really hard. They start at just $8.99.
Okay, gotcha.
They start at just $8.99. Remember what Cliff said about pricing?
Oh, yes.
It's nothing. You can afford
Yeah,
this.
exactly. They start at just $8.99. Come on, give it a
Yay,
little shot.
it's a great price.
He's doing
Yeah.
local.
Come on, food of the gods, $8.99. Please, that's a steal.
I really like how you hit "Let Them Eat Cake" this time. You still had that. You still had that unique emphasis, but it fit with the rest of your read. That was really good. I still think you're hitting mere mortals too hard.
Okay.
I think that could. I like the inflection, but the emphasis is too hard.
More subtlety in your caricatures.
Yeah, Nathan, you're going to have to reach real deep for the subtle character. One last note. You also flew right over Summer Breeze salads.
Okay.
Remember, that needs a slight little billboard moment. But with our new Summer Breeze salads.
Ta-da! Summer Breeze
Exactly.
salads solves all your rabbit food problems.
Food of the gods, just $8.99.
Food of the gods. Thor eats this salad. Zeus eats this salad.
All right, go for it.
Thanos ate the salad. Okay, let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our Summer Breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
I love that. I love the way that you said, let them eat cake. I loved it. Loved it.
Mhm.
All right. Does anybody else have any notes? Anything they would like to say about the read?
You were going into Summer Breeze salads a little too quickly again the first time. And I think because I said you were hitting mere mortals too hard that your brain went, oh, I'm not supposed to hit this too hard this time. And I heard like a little pause,
Yeah.
which if you said, I have to go pick up my check now and you left, then I would cut your breath out. But
Yeah, I noticed there was
Very
a
good.
pause before the mere mortals.
mhm.
On both of your last two reads, it felt like you kind of de-emphasized the kitchen a little too much. I mean, the kitchen is a special place. It's where they make all these candied pecans and stuff. So it was like candied right here in our kitchen. So it died a little for me there at the end. And that's a very minor thing, but I
Mhm.
noticed it.
Overall, I really like how you made this uniquely Nathan.
I can go with that.
Yeah, you really owned this script. So that's really, really good.
So I'd like to hear one more read real quick, but only halfway, only down to, and that's no myth.
Okay, let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new Summer Breeze salads, Perkins establishes salads as food of the gods.
Go ahead and back up. Start from the top. Perkins reestablishes salads.
Okay. Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen, and that's no myth.
Perfect. Beautiful, wonderful.
That was
Cut it. We'll take it.
perfect.
Good job.
I loved how you delivered the mere mortal lines, and I saw your eyebrows go up. That's how you do it. You said,
Mhm.
I started thinking, when I heard the mere mortals, all of a sudden I just thought,
mere mortals.
comic books. Excelsior! Mere mortals!
All right. Well, good job, VAU mic check. Let's go ahead and move on to song. Philip.
All right.
Song, Philip.
Yeah. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been regulated.
Salads have been
Salads have been regulated.
The government
Your salad quota is being cut.
Philip, you are going way too fast. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Slow it down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to give you the opposite direction that I gave Nathan. Yeah, this definitely needs a little bit of a slow down there. It's all right.
Mr. Senator, how have you regulated the salads?
Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food, but with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right. We're opening it up. What did you all think of that read?
I really liked how you did, and that's no myth. Nobody else delivered the line that way, and I think it really worked well with your read.
Stylistically, I would disagree.
Oh, well,
Okay. You could do it one way and then another way.
yeah.
Because and that's no myth kind of makes it feel a little bit more like a throwaway line,
Yeah, I guess.
but that's sort of supposed to be the assurance part of the script, and that's no myth.
Okay.
Like that's where you're trying to reassure somebody that, even though we're saying that this is all, the most incredible thing since sliced bread, it's still well within reach.
Yeah, I felt like a lot of the delivery here was very matter of fact and maybe could stand to emphasize a few things a little more or highlight things a little more.
Do you like plump strawberries, Philip?
Yes, I do. Not too
Okay,
sour.
well, think about how delicious they are. And good job saying pecans.
Come on.
Eating pecans.
All right. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
I'd say that's a really good read in general.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's difficult to point out anything in particular.
I
I
think
think you over enunciated mortals a little bit.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's
Um,
what I was going to pick. Soften the tea a little, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, again, that is really nitpicky, and I understand that that's also something that you just need to work on personally. It's been a reoccurring bit of direction for you, is to muddle things up just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear just a touch more drool on all the food.
Oh.
Make it more delicious.
Oh, slobber all over that food, huh?
All right. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
Wonderful. Cut. You're done.
Nice.
We'll send you a
job,
paycheck in like 12 months.
Oh?
No, it's anyway. Trying to get clients to pay sometimes is ridiculous.
Oh, no.
No, but overall, that was a fantastic read. It sounded really natural. You did slow down a little bit on the plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And That's No Myth was reassuring. It was all good. It was all a fantastic read.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
And we have John here.
I choose John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get to do everything, and you haven't heard any of us.
No, I was lurking, actually hidden, listening to you guys for a while. I think I heard just about everyone.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Did you happen to hear any of the discussion on the actual script itself, what we were going
I came in at about, I don't know, 7:30 or so. So
Okay.
probably not.
Okay. Well, why don't you go ahead and go for it, and we'll direct you along the lines.
Super. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen, and that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right.
Why
So,
was I reminded of a documentary? Yeah, it sounds like a documentary read.
That's what I was going for.
alrighty then. So, how did everybody think he hit the notes that we took, the agreed upon read? How far off was he? What did you all think?
Well, I feel like, it could be happier. This is wonderful food. So, make it happy to be food.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, more smile, more energy.
Salad's kind of boring, though.
Yeah.
Not
that's the way you're supposed
salad.
to-
This is the summer breeze
Yeah,
salad.
this is summer
John.
breeze salad. Come on.
This is the food of the gods.
It's waiting for rabbits. Rabbits can eat cake, and the silverback
Rabbits eat cake.
about
You eat the summer
breeze-
breeze salad.
Do they have a summer breeze porterhouse?
I
A whole other thing.
don't know, but I got seals and
But you're on a diet, man.
All right.
You love salads.
Yeah.
You
So
love salads.
So this is obviously the tone for this, or at least the audience for this that we agreed upon was these are people who want to eat better, but don't exactly know where to start, or don't necessarily want to give up their porterhouse. We're trying to sell salad to people who think salad is what food eats. So, you kind of want to agree with the whole condescending tone at the very beginning. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But now what you're doing, when you move into the second line, it's sort of like but maybe not all of it. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods. That's like that's where you start trying to change their mind.
That's where salad is yummy. Remember the very basic, we have a problem, then we have a solution. The problem is salad is boring, it's rabbit food. But we solve your problem with our new summer breeze salads.
Yeah, I had a couple notes in there. The mere mortals could use a touch more condescension. And also, right at the end, putting it all on the table, you kind of died there on table.
Okay.
And I have one note to add on the line, but they're only here for summer. I would add a little more emphasis to that. That's important. It's only here for the summer. And what I heard was a little bit of a roll-off.
I see.
Mm-hmm. And I also thought the line before that was a little flat. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99. It sounded like you were bored to me.
Well, an $8.99 salad is kind of boring.
Not the summer breeze salad, Leonard.
Here, so since he missed our note-taking section, let's go ahead and run through this so that he knows what we all agreed upon and what we're sort of aiming for.
Mm-hmm.
So, like we said, you start off a little bit on the snarky side. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But then you start turning it around by trying to convince people that, hey, maybe the salad ain't so bad. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods. And now you have established the sort of short-running gag. Food of the gods. This is supposed to be wildly amazing. So from here on out, there needs to be a little bit of drooling over the ingredients. Made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals. Once again, calling back to the food of the gods thing. Like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. So that's your reassurance line right there. That's where you're trying to convince people that, hey, this actually isn't all that bad. That's no myth. So then goes into the whole, call to action thing. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. Remember, you're trying to instill urgency.
Yeah, I got you.
And then you go back into a joking tone. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. It's a callback to what was it? Marie Antoinette?
Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, it's a callback to a Marie Antoinette quote. Let them eat cake. Let it be a little bit regal, a little bit almost snarky, a little bit condescending. Not too much, just a little bit. And then the way you ended it off, Perkins, putting it all on the table. Not too bad. I do agree with the roll-off at the very end. You want to make sure that your finish line for the script is not at the beginning of the last sentence, but well after the end. You want to carry your performance all the way through.
Okay.
So
tell me about the roll-off at the end again, then?
Perkins, putting it all on the table.
Okay.
You sort of started, your tone dropped as you went along. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
You agree with the other comment as far as the roll-off, okay.
Yeah, I do.
Not the fact that I did it. Okay.
But I think it can be easily fixed, and I think you're very capable of giving us a fantastic read this time around, now that you have all the notes.
Right. Sit back and enjoy.
No, we will.
All right. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods. Made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at only $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right, opening it up. What did everybody think?
So there were two upticks that I'm not sure about. And one was strawberries and pecans, and then only here for summer, I think. Did other people hear that?
Yes.
Yes, we heard
absolutely.
some upspeak, which was giving you a more salesy sound.
Got it.
On the salads have been relegated to rabbit food. The rabbit food to me could sound a little more sad, pathetic.
Yeah, let how you really feel about them come through.
Okay.
But the summer breeze salad is your porterhouse.
Got it. I'll just pretend I'm eating steak.
That's right.
Here, if you upspeak again, I'll stop you right there.
Just hit the buzzer.
There you go.
Mhm. Let's put it on the table. Salad's been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like pumped strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen.
All right,
And
I'm going
that's
to back you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Take it again. Give plump strawberries and pecans a little bit of room to breathe. That's supposed to come off as delicious. Like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. Give yourself a little bit of time.
Divinely mixed.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead from there.
Divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at only $8.99. But they're only here for summer.
Okay, you upspoke right there again on summer. And they start at just $8.99.
Okay. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99. But they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
Nice.
Much better, much better. I like how you went right through the middle on your tone, but they're only here for summer. You know, that's more of a statement.
Yeah, I guess it did sound a lot more like a question.
Yeah, but they're only here for summer. You know, I can see where a lot of people would go with that sort of upspeak for that, but it comes off as way too salesy. I like that with the change, you went right through the middle. It was a statement of fact. That was perfect. But they're only here for summer. You know, that's important. So you hit that really well. Did anybody have any notes? Anybody else notice anything they'd like to bring up?
Yeah, you were still going a little too quickly from like plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchen. There's a comma between pecans and then candied right here in our kitchen. So that's where you can take your pause because you want, I don't know if you heard us say it earlier, but this would be a voiceover for a TV spot. So on the screen are the delicious strawberries and the pecans and there's a close-up and it looks really, really good. So you want that little pause so the person watching the commercial goes, that looks really good. I don't even like salad, but I would eat that. Yeah.
I think that's the point here. All right, once more from the top.
Once more from the top.
Yes, please.
Let's put it all on the table.
All right.
Salad.
You're going to have to restart. Let's put it on the table.
It is tricky because it says all at the end, but there's no all in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's what it is tricky.
Where's that copywriter at? Copywriters. All right. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. But with our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods, made with only the freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like pumped strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen. And that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
This time I noticed you moving back into your VO voice.
A little too announcery.
Well, no, you gave every sentence at certain points the exact same inflections. Da 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 da. It was always that.
And I'm watching your face.
Walk up and drop.
I'm watching your face, John, and I don't see you smile at all.
Oh.
Are you not happy about salads? Come on.
The
Who doesn't love a
beautiful
good salad?
with plump strawberries and pecans candied right here in our kitchens. You love them. So I think changing your physicality and your facial expression when it makes the switch from relegated to rabbit food to but our new summer breeze salads, that's going to come through in your voice too.
Gotta go at
And
it.
break up the pacing.
Go at it like our summer breeze salads are better than Baskin Robbins ice cream. I mean, that's what you're going.
Especially with those strawberries and pecans.
Yes.
Get
See,
it
that
right.
makes you happy. Now see?
Yeah, this time you better get it right, otherwise you're getting chopped.
You're gonna cut me? Cut me from the roster? Literally. All right. Let's put it on the table. Salads have been relegated to rabbit food. With our new summer breeze salads, Perkins reestablishes salads as food of the gods. Made with only our freshest in-season greens, divinely mixed with toppings hardly deserved by mere mortals, like plump strawberries and pecans, candied right here in our kitchen, and that's no myth. Don't miss our summer breeze salads. They start at just $8.99, but they're only here for summer. And what will rabbits eat, you ask? Let them eat cake. Perkins, putting it all on the table.
All right. Well, I think in the interest of time, we are going to have to cut it a bit short here.
Yeah.
I think that was his best read yet.
Yes,
Yeah,
it definitely was.
yeah.
It definitely was.
Absolutely.
So far, your
Yeah,
best
agreed.
read. But yeah, again, seeing as how we're running short on time, unfortunately, this is as far as we go on the mic check today. Once again, even though the recorded portion of the mic check is ending, that doesn't end the hangout. So if you'd like to stick around, ask some questions, throw out some ideas, you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, do not miss next week where we will have Everett Oliver with us. That's going to be an absolutely fantastic mic check. He's going to be talking to us all about animation. So we'll see you then.